first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to it was late into the night. Was a crazed scholar. Do you think that it'd be better to my surprise?
To someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living with the same bliss. Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For there...
That's exactly what. Therefore, you're...
Embodied minister.
It is time for me to know when that moment finally...
I knew this day would have...
Alexia, I'm here. What?
This is quite interesting indeed.
Is this Alexia's sister? Is it me? No. It's time for us to... Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be the sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. And you're different. You wasted your life after all.
You're wrong, Alexia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seed through this sea. Besides,
How could my memories of you...
well then, tell me, what exactly are we? I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this
am certain that someone whom you cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesized new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight. Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead. Do not stop living. The new world promised by the prophecy. March toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the New World. Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy in the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Medusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I've also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
This is...
The Nusporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation. Remember, I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment is a failure. However, my line of thinking will not fail, because I have already planted the seeds of doubt to the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castorus. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the
I have already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, his life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul. If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
Hey, child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct...
No, it means that I can actually...
That's a lot to take in at once.
Lady Aglaya, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kindness desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kindness. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with your igniting without long, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mr. Soul.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts.
What if you could see how much someone like an extra
I
affection
visited that
meter
place in the
floating over
past.
their head? What your
Though it is
process
now an
meter
island
says she
surrounded
hates
by
you?
the river
After
of
a while
soulless
setup in
torrents,
Marika's affection meter
it's
is
hard to
completely
see its
broken.
fullness
The main
fully.
character is a quiet, awkward guy who suddenly
Well,
gains the ability
I
to
will
see
not
people's
stand
feelings
in your
just
way.
like in a dating sim.
As for
Excited,
you,
he checks his
you
childhood
are
friend
someone who
Marika,
has
his
cheated
longtime
death.
crush, only to
I
find
believe
her
you have
affection
more than
meter
enough
is stuck
reason
at
to make
zero.
the trip
But here's where
preposterous
it
and
gets
meet the
crazy.
god of
Marika
death
acts
herself.
super sweet, always hangs around him and seems
Casterus,
to like him a lot.
I
So,
too
is
look
the
forward
meter
to your
broken or is
journey.
she just pretending? If you love
I
romance,
wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Grange's journey.
Thank you, Mighty Eclaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, how do we find a way in? Maybe treaties are the way.
The answer is quite simple. In the mills, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the Netherrealm as they pleased.
Worked. Cyborg?
And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same.
The village! It's under attack! They need me!
I'll see you at
Kind of a
Memorial
one-way
Palace
deal.
at
Besides, do you have any
tomorrow.
idea how hard it is to lock on your
Cypher
sonic
shall be
cannon's
your guide
frequency
to
from
find
5,000 years away?
I made a promise. They were counting on me. Cyborg, I'm sorry. We had no idea. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Welcome to the future.
I have something to show you.
Erison. She did it. They won.
Apparently, they had help. That's you, isn't it? Interesting. You're the only one without armor.
Yeah, didn't need it.
A big bag with one cookie in it.
Oh, Mama, can I have some cookie? Yeah, but only 2 bucks.
A big bag with...
Wait, what distractor? Wait. Yeah, my car is that up. Wait, what distractor? Wait.
Is the debate finally over? Did you win? What a glorious defeat. You sure know how to look on the bright side. Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate. I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have only 32 books to go. Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as Ma'am. I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden? Oh, you're right.
What do you mean on hold?
bit before I set off. And no matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your lungs are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
My parents have. My parents always come home exhausted and drained from work. So what better way to boost their energy than a freaking roller coaster?
All of us can see that your heart remains troubled. You can answer smile.
You know perfectly well. See you tomorrow is nothing but
We're just happy for you.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
Searching for a player who's my own.
Tomorrow is, don't you? There's no need to rely on anyone else because we embrace others to comfort them.
What the hell?
You're the
Yo!
kindest person we know.
Thank you, Lady Treat. This feeling.
Don't do it, Dan. I was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it. And we'll make sure to give it to you. So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia.
Rambut tumbal kayak gini kira-kira pakai produk apa ya? Clay, pomade, atau powder? Jawabannya pakai powder karena
Welcome back.
Saracen, I've got power. How'd you? What? My contact didn't even work.
Perhaps you're not supposed to have dog for
7%, not much, but it's still enough. Saracen, there's something you need to know. Crawl, he's behind everything. The attacks might be in here, all of it.
That is clear to us now. Our scouts bring word of the terrible army approaching.
Where do we go now?
I hope I didn't wake you. Huh? I'm here because if it isn't too much. Not to worry, it isn't a long way from here.
I'd love to.
The streets are packed.
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune. Select the Council of Elders in your heart and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolian.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Or were they kidding with bringing back Erechrysia? It's all a shame to create their own Erechrysia in Akama!
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old bogey.
And I pray that Talanton smacks some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns.
That was... You're interested in that? To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight. Before coming here... Yes, back in those... I was... He provided me shelter, but in return... I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners...
Damn, kenyang ya aku.
Is that how you
Wow, okay. Aku boleh muntah ni, serius.
I can't do it. Their voices.
I know, but you must respect those working towards death.
He bleeds, and if we're gonna beat him, you've got work to do.
Respect
Make mistakes.
yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans power and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than a task for an execution. And now you want me to respect myself.
I've got power. How'd you?
No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
My contact didn't work.
Perhaps you're not so good at all.
This won't be the first time.
7%. Not much, but still enough. There's something you need to know. Crawl. He's behind everything. The attacks might be in here. All of it.
That is clear to us now. Our scouts bring word of a terrible army approaching. He bleeds,
and if we're gonna be...
When my girlfriend asked me if I would love her forever, I said no. Before I could finish my sentence with, I loved you 5 ever. Get it? She already killed herself. When my girlfriend asked me if I would love her forever...
Brother!
A story. In Idonia,
I said no.
the sword has
before I could finish my sentence with, I loved you 5 ever. Get it? She already killed herself. When my girlfriend asked me if I would love her forever, I said no.
I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with and determination. Go. Walk with the dead.
I don't want to be genre phobic. That's why I'm listening to every single music genre. Today's genre is... I can't take any more boring ones. Oh my god, finally, Maidcore. The wheels come close to landing on this a couple times, and I've been so curious what it is today. We find out. So I'm gonna go listen to a bunch of Maidcore.
Maidcore per to Yakui the Maid Edition.
Miss Maid! We need to serve the tea.
Throughout my day.
Yeah, China will lose the US market, which, like I said, is 15%.
Yes. No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your...
You executioner!
Aku suka mah kalau begitu. Ini ada side walk, ada save.
Do it then, executioner.
You heard him.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Life is not so fragile. Root here.
Let's be...
Do it then, executioner.
You...
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Resesnya aja nih yang belum nih.
Please, grant me release. When will this ever end? Emerge from your cocoon.
Come.
What are you trying to do?
The final rest.
You're not that old yet.
No. For I have come. Child. I've always. Indeed. Yet you can end and.
It doesn't matter how.
I've taught you. In the eyes of an. You can. And when you.
No.
Come now. Show me that you. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all I know.
Don't come any closer!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them. May death protect us!
You got someone your own side!
Lend me your strength. As you wish.
Much rules are made to be broken.
Life is not so fragile. Root here.
Get there!
Lend me your strength. Please, as you wish.
More than that. Much better.
Embrace a new life. Darkness with me.
This was the executioner, Elder Almanet. I have nothing but respect. I erected a cenotaph. It was a long. It seems the most terrible dark. How did it disappear to Titan again? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I just want to know, can I make anything? Can I?
I don't want to die. Please, I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Let me go. I need him. I don't.
Anjir. Aku ingat free run, cu.
I hate these ice hands.
Tiba-tiba ada animated nyanyi. Aku ingat free run. Bro, budgetnya pergi ke sini kah?
Get it over with. End its suffering. The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
Apa? Bukannya si Roro itu beneran hebat. Saya sekarang udah pindah kerjaan. Lihat, Pak.
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Which allows the user to customize it to one's individual taste. Its open-sided architecture provides a clear view of what's inside at all times,
Anjir, budget animasinya ke sini, Ju.
Is that you, Casteress? All of them
Oh my days.
have gone.
What a free range, Ju.
Death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people
Ya udahlah.
On
Malas,
the day
Wak.
that Ornyx's trial ended, I felt just as I wished I could take action. But no, even when we brushed against an almost unattainable, when I thought that perhaps my tough fate declared to me that your soul no longer belonged to the... Did I really think this time, having walked such a long anything, I wished from that moment on. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it. Embraces in this world are born, and yet, things have taken it. I have no reason, for your sake, and for with that, let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. No, it is. Look, it's right there. Huh? What's going on? This is the coin of Zagreus and a slate. So it's her. It's a lady's cipher. So many. Let's just choose the slate set.
Stop tagging me in videos of people freaking color mixing magenta. Because I watched the whole thing thinking maybe this is the time. And then they always color match it, and it's never right. So this is my public announcement. Let it serve as that. No amount of color that you are going to mix will make magenta. Magenta is a primary color. I have seen some of the best artists in the world really attempt to make magenta. And even this you might think is kind of magenta. It's not.
It's right
red.
there.
Same thing is true with cyan, and technically it's true with the purest shade of yellow. You can...
Nice.
What? Kenapa tim aku macam ni?
This is a tree. This is how it should be. We must pursue her. Lady Cipher, please come on out. You're still... Since now, name your price.
Anak sakit hati
I'll
gue
give you
kecil.
however much you want.
Hold on.
Business discussions. You can find where I live on the inside soon. Right. Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul. Alright, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Everyone cool with me collecting the deposit before we reach an agreement, right?
Oh, I might like this.
Now, come this way. She's incorrigible.
Phantom Thief. Kita should get Sunday. Sunday. I think. Hold on. Okay, I've decided I'm taking Sunday. Scrollum. We got Scrollum now, damn. But I don't have Scrollum. Yeah, I don't have Scrollum. That's the thing, I don't have a... Do I have one me? I did. Yeah, I did. But the thing is that I don't have Scrollum. Yeah, I don't have Scrollum. Made up my mind.